Welcome to Live with Joan, and we'll obviously give it a few minutes, but we have a lot to celebrate today. We get to celebrate, and anyway, I wonder if anyone's here. How would I know? I can't see.
Well, that's because I'm here today.
Yay! We've got Claudia here in person.
Leslie Williams says hi.
Of course, she's the first one on, always.
Hi, Leslie. Agnes is watching. Hi, Agnes.
Hi, Agnes.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll give it a few minutes. But we have lots to talk about. Lots and lots and lots to talk about.
You have had to. You are now relinquishing all Facebook Live controls to me.
I really can't see it because it's turned around. Thank God, because I used to look at myself and go, oh. And now I don't have to see myself. I just see Claudia, and it's perfect.
Chris Wilson is on. Agnes says hi, Claudia. Hi, Joan. Hi, Agnes.
Hi. Do they get to see you?
No. Chris says hello. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Chris just got extraordinary new headshots.
I saw them.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Ellen E.E. says hello.
Hello.
Joyce Lee Leggett says hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody. So we are...
Linda Gage says hi, Joan.
Hi, Linda. Very excited for stuff coming up. We'll be in Kenya here shortly. I'm leaving in a week and a half. No, I was going to say a week and a half. Oh, a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow. You're leaving a week from tomorrow.
I'm leaving a week from tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm leaving a week from tomorrow.
For Kenya.
For Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to... I'm teaching the next few days. Next week would be off anyway for the school. So today I am... can you text Astrid and tell her that I will use Anya in medical intuition? I forgot to... She's pictures of everybody. Forgot to set that up in school. Hi, Barnaby. So look who's here also. Can they see Barnaby?
Barnaby.
Barnaby's at work. Barnaby came to work.
Hi. He's back.
He's back.
Okay, stop.
They had a huge romp this morning. Well, my dogs and I went on a hike early, and they were running around and around, and I thought, good, they'll be tired, because I have a full day of working, 2 medical intuition classes, a long meeting with Claudia back, like we have to put our heads together. And then Barnaby comes, and they ran around as if they hadn't run around earlier. They were insane. It was so fun.
It was hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
And Penelope's favorite boy is here.
And her son is in the classroom. He's in class.
I texted Astrid about Anya.
Okay, thank you.
Mark Renard says hello from Mark Renard. Hello.
Hi, Mark. Long time no see here.
Daniela Van Amsterdam says hello.
Hello. I was hoping I was going to go through Amsterdam on the way to Kenya, but I will get there one day. Daniela's in the AC level 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And let's see. So we have lots to share, and we're celebrating. Is anyone else here?
Texting Astrid.
Okay.
Treats for the kids will have to be sent.
Okay.
Mark Renard.
Yes, please.
Marion Hannah Roth says hi, everyone.
Hello. She's also in AC level 1.
Nice. Cheryl Cook says
Cheryl.
grand rising to all. Same. Sorry, my thing is delayed. My phone. L. O'Brien says hello. L. O'Brien, sorry. L. O'Brien says hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
So, all right, we'll talk about stuff here in a minute. But are you happy to be back, Claudia?
I'm ecstatic to be back. I was so happy to get up this morning and say, oh, I'm going to be at Joan's today to work.
Yay.
Yay. And I was, you can tell them what I did when I walked into the classroom and I walked into the house. I started jumping up and down. It looks so awesome.
Yeah. It's been, yeah, you haven't been here in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
When did you come back and visit?
June of 2021. That was the last time I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot. Ayat says, hello, welcome back to California for Claudia, and happy upcoming travels to Joan. Thank you, Ayat.
Thank you.
Val Smith says, good morning. Good morning, Val.
Good morning, Val. Okay, well, if you are new to me and new to Live with Joan, my name is Joan Ranquet, and I'm an animal communicator, author, TEDx speaker, and founder of Communication with All Life University. And the school is for people to learn animal communication or become an animal communicator, to learn energy healing or become an energy healer. And we have a nature and wildlife part of the school. So we have all things that people want to do. We also have this this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, at 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to do an Ask Joan about the school, because we have so many questions all the time that I thought I would just be there and be able to answer questions. And I want to talk a little bit about that in a minute. So don't forget, if you have any questions, you want to be part of the school, you don't know if you want to be part of the school, you want to hear about what's available, then tomorrow it's Ask Joan. And also, just to put in the back of your mind, if it is something you want to do, of course we have 1 million digital courses, and we're going to have a big sale. You've probably seen some of the stuff about that. Every year in December we do the 12 days of giving. So it's it's twofold. It's one, you can get a digital class at a discounted rate, and two, you get to do something like adopt an orca. Every day is matched with a different favorite charity that helps really, species that are on the verge of being extinct. So it's a great gift for you. It's also a great, a lot of times we've done a lot of shopping for other people and we want something for ourselves. Well, it's a great thing to get a digital course at a discounted rate and a given, or maybe you have animal-loving friends and they're going to want, you don't know what to get them. Well, then you end up with two gifts. You can either give them all of it, or you could have someone gets the adopted animal and somebody gets the course. So the 12 Days of Giving is coming up on December 1st, and I won't be here to shamelessly plug everything. And I'll be here next Tuesday. But other than that, I won't be around. So I just want to remind people, if you're interested in doing a digital class, hold on. 12 Days of Giving is coming up. And then if you're interested in something more, we just started Energy Healing for Animals. You could probably pop into that. We've just started Animal Communication Level 1. We're a few weeks into that, and that's pretty full. But we have a January class coming up, so you might want to start thinking about that, maybe getting on the phone with Shannon. All roads lead to
Shannon. Shannon is on. She says good morning and good afternoon to all.
Good evening. Don't forget that
that's true.
Lake Danielle is in Amsterdam.
And Bernadette, Chief Spector says, hi, Joan and everyone. Hi, Bernadette.
Hi, Bernadette. I'm going to see you.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
In a week and two, I don't know, it's going to be like 24 hours of flying, but whatever that will be. A week and 2 days.
Not jealous.
Or 3 days. Maybe you get in on Friday. maybe I get in on Friday. I think I leave Wednesday and I get in on. I know it's just a lot of flying. I'm loading up my Kindle. Yeah, loading up my Kindle. Lots to read. Might do some audio.
Someone else that's going on the trip just jumped on. Tanya. Hello,
Tanya,
everyone.
Tanya and I have figured out how many envelopes we need for tips last night. We were on the phone. We figured out the Animal Business Academy for April. And then we figured out, we sorted out the envelopes. So nobody has disputed it. So it appears, Bernadette, that we need 5 envelopes, and Linda, Gage. We need 5 envelopes for tips. Anyway, it's, unless we have different tour guides. But I think we have Weecliffe and his friend the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love Weecliffe.
Me too.
He's amazing.
Can't wait to see him. Yeah. So,
I'm making faces at her because I'm not going.
That's all right. We're really adult here.
Yeah. Totally.
So, yeah, we have, and then I'm just gonna spill the beans, even though I'm not supposed to. On the 12th of December, after the 12 days of giving. So, if you have questions about the big program, I'm just gonna tell you now that we, on the 12th, for I think 24 or 48 hours, Shannon knows, we offer unbelievable, like almost $6,000 in bonuses and cash savings for the big program. So be prepared on the 12th. And I usually don't announce that. We usually are like, oh, look, today. But Shannon and I figured it out. It's like, of the 12 bonuses, it's like 6 really great presents that sit under the tree and 6 animal-loving, absolutely fabulous stocking stuffers. So 12 bonuses on the 12th of December for the big program.
Nice.
Yeah. She does that. She always asks me, is this okay? I'm like, don't even, yeah. Of course it's okay. I don't run any of that. That's Shannon's world. But,
Shannon and her team.
Shannon and her team. She has a most excellent team. And let's see. Yeah, so we're going to talk about celebrations here in a minute. So I'm trying to think of what else. And the celebrations, it's because Claudia's back. And because we're coming into the holidays. And then also, of course, I bookmarked these because I'm always writing books now. This book is a great gift since I'm pre-selling.
It is a great gift.
Holidays. And we're going to go into this in a minute. And this book is a great gift for the... Oh, that's the wrong cover. Shoot, that's the cover. This is the old edition, first edition. That's the second edition up there. Isn't it fun that I can say that's the second edition? And then, of course, Emotional Freedom Technique for Animals will be out June 20th, and there's going to be a lot to celebrate with that. We're just going to have a big old party here. Actually, June 20th is a Tuesday, so it's a Facebook Live day. Is that crazy?
We're going to
start with a Facebook Live here, and then we're going to have a live stream in the classroom all day.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see, and what else? I think that's it. So 12 Days of Giving is coming up, so it's a great way to get digital classes. Tomorrow you can find out anything you want about. We have a lot of tracks nowadays. You could do AMP, Animal Mastery Program, which is a big program. We've got the Animal Communication Single Certification, Energy Healing for Animals Single Certification. We have Animals in Transition as a little, now it's its own program. You could be kind of like somebody who's not just a death doula, but also a medium, right? It's like those two things married. And then we have the Animal Ambassador Program, which is really our advanced, which is what Claudia's running, which is the animal communication in shelters, in rehabs, in wildlife centers, in animals that are rescued from lab testing, professional animals, whether they're guide dogs, therapeutic riding horses, or big show animals. So that's a real specialized thing that I've been very fortunate to do as an animal communicator, and then and then we have the nature and wildlife. So yes, yes, we have no bananas. Has anybody been saying anything?
Yes, we have no bananas.
That's a song. Yes, we have no bananas.
Okay.
My dad would say that all the time.
Lori Hodar says she's very excited about, I'm assuming Kenya, because she's got elephants and rhinos and
Yes.
yeah, okay. And then Bernadette says she loves that book. Yeah. My phone,
Thank you.
my Facebook Live is on delay, so I'm like trying to read your comments on your thing. There's a lot of wind today. It's the Santa Anas, and it's affecting the interwebs.
Yeah, our interwebs are just all screwed up. And it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, 20, 30 mile per hour winds whipping around.
We give hurricanes a run for their money.
Yeah, we have our little mini hurricanes. So I wonder if any of my Kenya peeps are packed yet.
I was just remembering when you brought up that you're leaving next week that we did a video on packing. Do you remember that?
It?
Oh, that's in the YouTube. Your packing video? Yeah.
Because I have been looking for it.
Yeah, it's there. We just got to find it. It's there. We did the video on you packing for, what was that trip? Was it?
It was probably South Africa.
It was South Africa, yeah, because you were packing.
I knew I had a video.
Yeah.
I knew I had done this. Because I was taking pictures of pants and like, this just isn't as good.
That was the day of the fire.
October 13th.
That was the day of the fire.
Right after it was probably the Tuesday after the intensive.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up
Evacuating
the Gentle Barn. Oh my God. Or maybe it wasn't the 13th, but might have been the 30th. That morning I hiked with Ellie at Vasquez Rocks. We took the most amazing pictures. Came here, probably did a Facebook Live or something, videoed me packing, and then we
crazy
evacuated.
Okay, so Linda Gage says, I'm half packed. Everything is laid out on the bed, and I'm whittling down.
Okay, good. Where are you sleeping?
Yeah. Lori Hodar says, snowing here, expecting several feet by the weekend.
Wow. You and Constance are flying out of Michigan. So, crazy. Okay, so we are celebrating the fact that Claudia is here, and she was gone, and then we'll talk about celebrating with our animals, but she was gone for almost 2 years.
December 2020 was, I stopped coming, we stopped working. And then, so December 2020 to today, wait.
Stuff is flying
in the catio, and Barnaby's trying to protect everything. So December 2020 to November 2022, so yeah.
Almost 2 years to the day. So I remember we filmed all the stuff that November or we filmed it in October also. We filmed all the stuff for the 12 Days of Giving.
Oh my God. Yeah, we did that whole thing. I remember.
I still have the calendar. Anyway, it's been amazing that we pulled it off with you on my iPad for
2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. But now it's much better, obviously, in person.
Linda Gage says, haha, she's sleeping in the guest room bed.
Oh, good.
And she says, welcome back, Claudia. Thank you. I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, it's great. And the dogs are happy. And we did go on a hike, but she didn't come up to the house. We went on a hike. Was that Saturday?
That was Thursday.
No, Thursday, yeah. Like literally the day after she arrived.
Yeah, I called Joan and I said, what time are you hiking tomorrow?
It's like 7:30.
And we went, and it was
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah, and now things are, the stuff we have to do, we're gonna hit the ground running.
Yeah. Ambassador program. Maybe you could talk about that, about what you're doing with the animal communication and the different organizations.
So right now, we're doing the nature and wildlife section of the animal communication AC level 4 classes, and we're working with a lot of rehabbers and a lot of we've had some sanctuaries where the animals are staying, and then we've had rehabbers where they get released. Like we had last Friday, we had a turtle, and he's being wintered over. And what that means is that she is keeping him during the winter because he's not able to be released right now because of his health situation. And we help. Here's the part that's amazing is that, yes, we're there to help these organizations, but we also end up learning a whole lot about these animals that we're connecting with.
I bet.
Like the situation with this turtle and what happens and how they gain weight and what happens over the winter and all these things. It was pretty incredible. And it's just powerful because, you know, this turtle has no name. He's not a pet. He doesn't belong to someone. He's getting re-released into the wild. And we had to be able to provide her with what we got without having any history on him, any information on him. And we confirmed pretty much everything that she had found with him and just supported her in what she's doing with him. We had a little river otter we connected with. We had an owl we connected with, which was incredible. He's one of those that won't be re-released because he was raised by people, and he'll hold her hand with his talon.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just really powerful because we are being of service in the way that we can be of service, which a lot of times it's just supporting the rescues and the rehabilitation centers and what they're doing. Because sometimes people, you know, it's like, am I doing the right thing?
That's the biggest thing. I mean, I think every person questions that in, you know, am I doing the right thing with my cat that's sneezing? Am I doing the right thing with my older horse? But to be a rehab center and to have so many animals coming through, you know, like you've got to be, well, I watched being, you know, dear friends with Ellie at the Gentle Bar. I mean, she almost always is doing the right thing, but I know she questions that too, right? Like,
It's,
you know, and Val is there, and it's, you know you are doing the right thing, but there's times when animals are presenting like they're ready to go, and yet they're not, you know, and it's just really important work all the way around because it is, it's when you know that, like, we talked a lot this, I've got to share about the Lost Animals weekend. You know, it's some of this work is life or death, or you know what I mean. It's life or death for a lot of this animal ambassadorship, and certainly for Lost Animals too. We had the best weekend, the virtual retreat we did, and
excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
COVID. Just kidding.
No allergies.
So we did that a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, it's not funny anymore.
So anyway, Shannon and I, we had kind of one thing planned, but then we talked on Friday and like boom, 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 all these, it was so fun. We did, you know what we did? I haven't even told you this. We basically had, the setup was Friday, it was the, you know, understanding what to do about lost animals. And then we talked to Delilah, and she showed them our house incarnation because nobody other than Shannon had been there. And while people were describing the house incarnation, Shannon could not stop smiling because she had been there. And then we did the next day was set up as if you were the animal communicator with a package of 3.
Oh.
We did 3 sessions with the same animal, and it was incredible.
Wow.
Because we did very specific, honed in on this, honed in on that, honed in on this, and I mean, it was mind-blowing. Maybe Shannon can share what she thought of it, but I'll tell you, it was something else, and yeah.
Sorry, we're distracting Joan because Penelope's practically on my lap right now.
Yeah.
While we wait for Shannon to comment on that, Linda Gage has a question about the 12 days of Christmas. She says she'll be in Kenya most of the 12 days of Christmas. I'd like to sign up for some. How would we?
We'll get emails.
Yeah.
we will. I can. Kat is the project manager on that, and she'll be with us. So it can. We have ways.
Okay, and Shannon says, such important and rewarding work. I love how committed and wonderful our students are. Thank you, Joan, for providing this learning platform. It's amazing. I love this work.
Me too. I mean, I love doing virtual retreats, but that was fun. And I mean, you know, a life or death situation, but we made it really fun and juicy. And people still got the value of how important it is. It's not something you practice, that you have to get in there and you have to be confident and you have to be good.
And that's the other part about the animal ambassadorship. It's, you know, you really are, and I know that there's some people on the Facebook Live that are in the class, you really are you have to put your ego aside, because you can't, there's no room for, am I getting this right? Because it's so important what you're doing. I'll give the example of, we had a little goat that was so cute that the Claudia moment was like on a million, right? But I had to put all of that aside about how cute this goat was, and our class was able to pinpoint something, and they rushed him to the vet, and he was bloating because he passed, but it would have been really bad had she not taken him to the vet.
Horrible death.
Yeah.
She would have felt guilty about forever.
Correct. And she says that if our class hadn't kept saying there's something going on in the stomach, something going on in this, every single one of the people in the class said it, she wouldn't have known that that's right, because he can't say my stomach hurts. So, well, he did to us, but
Right.
but it's just situations like that. It's a situation of a dog that was going to get put down that day and now has a home.
Oh my God, that one is still, how crazy is that?
Our little tripod, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she is in a home and she's thriving.
Yeah.
So
that's the level of work that we are putting out there in the world. That's the quality of animal communicators that are graduating, and that's the level of work that is happening here in the school.
So Shannon just commented about the Lost Animals retreat. She said, the students have been emailing me. Here's what one student had to say. I'm still wired from it. It was so incredible. And the new folks were on fire. Everyone brought their A game. It was awesome.
It's true. And I feel like, yeah, at some point everybody's got to do that class just because of how great and quick people got with descriptions. And I proved my point that you can get something in 1 minute.
You can. Absolutely. Michelle Blessing says hi from Italy, Joan.
Hello.
Yeah, it's...
So we're celebrating today that Claudia's here and the level of work we're doing, but that now the level of work is just going to go next level, because we're definitely doing it. I mean, it's just really going to fly high. Yes?
Shannon says, Magic Kitty had so much fun teaching, and he was strutting around all day after.
Oh my God. He was the best, like, he's Professor Magic Kitty. All hail to Professor Magic Kitty. He was unbelievable. He might be Dean of the Lost Animal School.
Really?
He was so good. You can't even believe that day what we did.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it at lunch.
Okay.
We're gonna have our favorite geek out on our favorite vegan sandwich from Whole Foods. Anyway, so but I want yes.
Shannon says he loves to give tours. LOL.
That's funny. He's good. Yeah, maybe he could be professor and. Well, it's kind of like, who was the tour guide on Love Boat?
Gopher?
It wasn't Julie, but it was someone
Gopher?
else.
No.
What was this? There was, anyway.
There was Doc, Gopher.
We're working on a title here.
Shannon, I just got a text that they can hear me really loud and you really faint. So I'm going to do this. Me too. There we go.
Okay, now we're halfway.
Hope
And
that's
this is
better.
at my nostril?
No.
Claudia's back and we're celebrating.
I'm so used to talking into my phone and them hearing me through your phone that I'm like screaming at the Facebook Live right here.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I'm used to this being a lot closer, and yeah. Anyway, well, it's all a learning curve. So,
Shannon says it's much better to hear Joan now and no nostrils. Hello.
yeah.
And Shannon says that Magic Kitty would be so honored to be the dean.
Okay, Dean of Lost Animals. He can be the Dean of Lost
Professor
Animals.
Magic Kitty.
Yeah, Professor Magic Kitty. So, we're obviously celebrating with our favorite sandwich today and all sorts of other things. But also, celebrations, I think, are some of the most fun ways of elevating the energy in your household. And I have, in my first book, I actually have a whole thing, like, in the creative tools. But I've known people that have celebrated. So let's say you're going to retire an animal from a situation. Sometimes having a retirement party is really fun. Celebrating really just lifts the energy. It's a state change, if you will. And we used to, I had a dog, Isabella, who got very, she'd go into what I called sketchy dog because she was completely feral when I got her. And I know she wasn't born in the wild, so I knew she had known love, but she had been on the street for a while and was terrified of everything. And one of the things we did, it kind of happened here today organically, was toy parade, which basically these guys did today. They all picked up toys and were running around after they ran like wild hyenas. So anyway, my dogs, when I could see that Isabella was nervous, I would say, toy parade, and boom, we'd all pick up a toy and run around in joy. And she would get over that. She'd completely forget that thing she was nervous about a minute ago, and we could, then I could do some training with her, and eventually she became the greeter, so all of those things worked. So toy parade is a great one, and these guys were so happy that they naturally did toy parade. They literally came, and there were squeaking unicorns and hedgehogs,
and they parade around.
They parade around, yeah. So that's a great way to celebrate with your animals, is a toy parade. And then, but I also have celebrated with carrot cakes with horses and
costume contests with cats.
Costume contests with cats, I'll admit it. Henry was King Henry, and Buster Keaton was a sailor, and Queen Latifah was a pumpkin. And I have pictures to prove this.
Wasn't that for Olivia?
Yeah.
That was her favorite thing.
Yeah. So, anyway. Yeah, we did that. Actually, on her deathbed, like the night before, we did a costume contest parade for Olivia. So, even in your darkest hour, you can have a celebration. I actually think that was her celebration of life party. And, what's a party without a cat costume contest? Think Henry won, although the pictures of Buster Keaton, I should put those in here in this thread because they're so unbelievable.
Okay. Mark Renard says, I can't believe I just noted the dog lying down. She's part of the furniture.
Yeah. Yeah, I love my chair.
Oh, God. Lori Hodar says, did you have Bailey's in your coffee? You're having too much fun.
No, it's because we're celebrating, because this is what it's like with Claudia here in person.
Yeah, Shannon says, I think it's the joy of Claudia being back in person. Yeah. But yeah. And there was something else in celebrating that you used to do. I'm trying to remember what it was.
And Bailey's in the coffee is not a bad idea.
It's not a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Wasn't it hula hooping? Like you were...
Oh, I would jump rope. I still do. 3 mornings a week. And the minute I'd start jumping rope, Olivia would pick up a ball, and she would, when I tripped on the jump rope, I had to kick the ball. So there was always a ball right there. And then Isabella learned to do that. So if I tripped, I was kicking balls, and so there were balls flying, there were jump ropes, and then I'd hula hoop, and I'd get the dogs jumping through the hula hoop, so it was a whole thing. Definitely going to set up some hula hoop in the other room for the dogs, because she actually jumped through it the other day, and yeah, so we definitely, when I work out, it's a big celebration. And when I brought Buster Keaton, now I work out in the classroom, but back in Carnation, was in my house. Buster Keaton will like do parkour through, you know what I mean? Like he like leaps from couch to couch, and you know, just the music alone gets everybody.
I
going.
dance with my dogs.
Yeah, and dancing with dogs for sure. I dance with cats.
So I do that too, but Barnaby will jump up. I hold the cat while I dance.
Yeah, me too.
But
I'd love to hear what celebrations other people do. And you know, it's a great thing to do. I mean, if the holidays are hard for you, that's the thing. I won't be here to remind you like all the fun things to do, but holidays are not, I mean, first of all, a lot of times they bring up a reminder of someone who's not here. Like, or this may be your last holiday with somebody, and so it's, you know, celebrations become a really important thing because we will cry for sure, but there's always something to celebrate, and I really believe that to my core. There's always something to celebrate, and yeah, so getting through the holidays, I mean, there are actually articles out about how to get through Thanksgiving with politics.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
In this country.
I'm trying to see if anybody's commented. Yeah, it's how to get through Thanksgiving, someone who just lost someone, you know, just to be kind to everybody and understand that everybody's doing their thing and handling the best they can. But the celebrations, I think, are I had a session with someone's dogs who had passed, and the dogs told me that they missed the Christmas tree, and I asked, it was Brad and Rebus, I asked them, do you guys have your Christmas tree up? And they said, no, we didn't want to this year. I go, well, your animals are telling you have to. And they had already passed. I mean, like and they did, and they said thank you. They literally messaged me later. They said thank you. It brought, like, them being not around, but reminding them, like, there's still joy. And he texted me, he goes, we're putting up the tree. And then the next he said thank you, because it did feel a lot better. So, I mean, it's we do it for them, but it's really for us too.
Yeah. One thing that I'm doing this weekend is, so I usually, the day after Thanksgiving, I put up the tree, and it's a big thing with my animals, right? And it's all the reminders of all the years with them. And, you know, some of my family ornaments, and then my dogs, Olivia.
That's awesome.
Olivia and Isabella, they loved Christmas. And these guys like Christmas, but it was a very hard time for me. Both my sister and my mother have birthdays around there, and they're gone. My sister's death day, I was a victim of a crime the day after 2 days after Christmas. So it's like, it used to be the hardest time of the year for me, and I would just slide. But I found creating, just really lighting up the house was joyful for me and the animals. And so this weekend I'm going to decorate, because I won't be here for the day after Thanksgiving, but I want to come home from Kenya to full on
Christmas mode.
Christmas lights, yeah. So, you know.
Val Smith says, isn't the Christmas tree a fancy cat tree?
It is.
It totally is.
Yeah.
I always find eyes staring at me out of the Christmas tree.
That's funny. But is anyone saying how they love to celebrate? Do we just have a
Jessica-
non-celebratory crowd.
Jessica Dick Neverett says, growing up, our family dogs and my family were big fans of toy parades.
Oh.
We all cheered loudly and the dogs would get, wait, hold on. Oh, shoot. We all cheered loudly and the dogs would get so happy as they were running through the parade route. Now when Reggie and I visit my parents, he does toy parades with their dogs. It's so much fun and you can definitely feel the good energy.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're having a bad day, all you need is a good toy parade.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Michelle Blessing says, I lost my beloved companion cat a few weeks ago.
I'm
So sorry. So this Christmas is going to be difficult to go through. I usually have presents under the tree for all my animals, and we open all our presents together, but Joan is right. Keep celebrating it just for other cats and dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I have two teenagers, well, an adult 19-year-old and a 17-year-old, and my husband, and our favorite part of Christmas morning is giving the animals their presents and watching them rip up the presents and then the unwrapping. And it's like, it's become about that. They look for them under the tree and, you know, it's hard to tell that there's a ball wrapped up in a...
In a wrapping. Yeah. Well, I hope that everybody finds ways to celebrate because it really, things are weird, you know? Things are just weird lately. And maybe there was never any normal. But, you know, that thing blew over. That has never blown over, the umbrella.
Wow.
I mean, it has stood through, I don't even know what all. And it just went.
Yeah, the winds are tough. Santa Anas are rough today.
Yeah.
I love them. Okay, we got comments. Hold on. Okay, Daniela Van Amsterdam says, I'm getting inspired as last Christmas I was without my beloved Bella cat. This will be my first year with Cocker Spaniel
And
Jake.
the dog. Yeah.
Yes, let's celebrate. Oh my God, the puppy under the tree. That's going to be cute.
Yeah.
The dog under the tree.
Yeah, and we need pictures of that. It's you know, we went through, we're still in this whole COVID thing. You know, we collectively went through that. There's, you know, Ukraine. I mean, there's a lot of weird influences on the outside, and you know, I have to stay strong every day. Like, I can allow my feelings, and I can also find my center, my true north, moving forward, because it's easy to pick up on the collective. I mean, as empaths, that's what we do, right? So we have to be compassionate about what's around us, but we have to be strong and celebrate.
Val Smith says, we've always gone to the Gentle Barn Thanksgiving event. This year we're celebrating with Gentle Barn in the morning and creating a space of love and compassion so everyone can take that home with them.
Nice.
Linda Gage says, the velvet tree skirt under the tree was always a cat favorite. Everyone took their turn snoozing on it.
Oh.
We lost 4 cats last year, so our one remaining kitty will have the velveteen tree skirt to herself. It's important to be sure she's happy. I agree.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right,
What time is it?
10:45.
Oh, I have to teach.
Yeah, so thank you, everyone. I will post links because of the interwebs issues. I'll have to post the links after we're done.
Yeah.
But I will post links to, Shannon, if you could post your email in here where they could reach you, and also the link to your appointment thing that you have for phone calls.
Yeah, because you might as well get on now and find out. Oh, and the thing about the 12th is you have to have booked an appointment with Shannon by the 12th. But nobody will know until the 12th, except you all know now. But just as a reminder, if digital classes are something you're interested in, and adopting animals, we have the 12 days of giving, and each day we offer a different digital course paired with a different animal to adopt. And all of these are very endangered species. And again, you could keep those for yourself, or they make great gifts. These make great holiday gifts. Wrong book cover, but you know, energy healing for animals, communication with all life, And
Or you can pre-order the Energy Freedom and Emotional Freedom Technique book
yes, you could
for
pre-order.
animals as a gift.
And then let's see what else we have. Yeah. Oh, and tomorrow, Ask Joan. We're going to definitely go through the big program. Any questions you might have about the animal communication single certification, energy healing for animals single certification, because maybe you just don't need all of it. We've got different tracks for different. That I was going to try and find a rhyme, but I failed.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
That's where you were headed.
It was. Okay. Have fun.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.